Hello, welcome to this video. So this is basically just your video directions of your biography project selection. So this is the second time we're recording this video. I'm crossing my fingers that it will work. So this is the Clara Barton group, and you guys are going to be working on a biography project. This will start now and will be completed before Thanksgiving. So it'll take you about a month. So for this project, what do you find interesting in a famous person, basically? This first question is going to talk about basically this whole sheet is going to help you select a person to read a biography about, and then you will write an essay and have a PowerPoint. But I will go on that in a little bit, so I'll go over that in a sec. For this sheet, this basically you'll have a hard copy of this sheet, and you're gonna basically search the internet and brainstorm some ideas about your own personal interests to maybe find somebody famous or great that is either living or is passed on that aligns with what you like. So basically, it's a free choice biography. Um, so this sheet, you're just going to list things off. You don't need to write in complete sentences. Just list things off that on the first one. List some activities or interests that you have that align with the famous person, or what do you find interesting in a famous person? Do you like famous politicians, religious leaders? Do you like famous artists, musicians? You could do lots of different things. Tons of famous authors, important people in history, historical figures, lots of different things, scientists, mathematicians. So what sort of things do you find interesting? Do you find people that have overcome adversity? Do you find people that have been really courageous? Do you find people that have been really humble? Different character traits that you can think of. Do you like people that are very confident? Do you like people that have overcome adversity or have taken a traditional thing and maybe done something different? Maybe people that are really bold and go against the grain. Those are just some ideas, different character traits that people are really respected or great. So basically, the focus is to create a biography project around somebody that has done something really great in your eyes, and you have to explain that in an argument. So think of some historical people or some groups that today that interest you. Um, so people from the past, it can be recent past, or it can be people that are kind of further on that have biographies about them. A lot of biographies are done over people that have probably been living in the last 2 centuries, not somebody that's probably been living back in like say like the 400s or before Christ, those kind of things. Write down some places or states, countries, cities that you find interesting. So this could be like the East Coast of the United States, Philadelphia, New York, Washington D.C., Boston, Florida. I mean Texas. You could pick pretty much anything in the United States, but you also think globally. Think about the idea of place from your geography class. Use Google to find famous person from that place. So someone from the Wild Wild West, someone from California, somebody from Australia, somebody from China, somebody from Europe, England, France, Germany, those kind of things. Okay. Um, so just go from there and, think of some places that interest you. Okay. This is definitely like an open brainstorming thing. A lot of these things don't have to connect. I just want you to kind of find some areas that you are really interested in a different context. So thinking about history, thinking about geography, thinking about personal interests of yours. And then down here, you're going to underline, bold, circle, basically however you want to signify that certain areas that you're interested in, so certain groups. So these are just categories of biographies that I was kind of thinking of that might be interesting. Some of these that aren't mentioned are like inventors. Civil rights leaders are a big one because we're kind of going through that. War generals are also very popular. Artists, musicians, scientists, religious leaders, those kind of things. So just bold or circle a few things and then kind of go from there. Maybe start searching from here. So do some web searches about some famous authors from England or something, or famous musicians from the United States, from the 1960s, from different eras, different time periods, and then list a few possibilities down here. So as you kind of narrow it down, I want you kind of narrow it down to 3 to 5 people. Um, as you go. From here, you don't have to have it narrowed down and have one selection by the end of the period. Ideally, I'll give you like a week to probably think of somebody so you can get going and then find a book. Okay. So from there, this biography selection sheet, this one right here, is 10 points for your project. It's a 90-point project. From there, you're going to, once you've selected somebody and you turn this in, then you're going to choose your biography book and you'll report that to Mr. McLean and you're going to read that completely. Okay. From there, after you completely read that, you're going to do your essay intro. Then you're going to do essay body, which will be race paragraphs. So that's restate the question, answer the question, or answer the like topic sentence idea. So have your topic sentence and then cite source and then explain why you use the source. Okay. Basically, your thesis is why do you think this this person is great? Okay. Your argument is for why the person is great. All right. So that's what you're introing, and you're going to state 3 to 4 reasons why you think this person is great. Okay. It's your opinion, it's your argument, it's your thesis, your what you're bringing to the table, what you believe to be true about this person, about their greatness. Then you're going to conclude the essay. You're going to sum it up with your final thoughts about the person and kind of generally think about their legacy, what they left to this world in a positive way. 10 points for grammar, punctuation, and spelling. And then the last 30 points are going to be kind of like a PBL that you would do in Mr. Lehman's class. So a 6-slide PowerPoint at least. You can do more. Pictures, text, their life story, great moments. Basically, you're going to bring your essay to a visual light. You're going to put it in a visual manner in a PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So it's 90 points. You're going to have a few class periods to work on it, 4 to 5 weeks, maybe even 6 weeks. So once a week, you'll have the whole class period to work on this. You can also work on it outside of class. But yeah, so this will be your biography project. You'll also be reading your biography. So it's on you to stay accountable and get through all these steps. Okay. So all of these point steps will be a progression and you will go from there. So I'll allow you the rest of the period to research and to start working on this sheet. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.